Guys, how you doing? Happy Thread of Gentlemen podcast day.
Good evening!
Good evening!
Welcome to a Thread of Gentlemen, you scumbag fucks.
yeah, that is our key demographic now. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, thank you for listening in. Fuckers!
Make you feel welcomed. Did you hear the news this week that Stephen Hawking, what his kink was?
Oh, like the list is out there, Matt. But this is quite funny because everyone's been jumping on Stephen Hawking. That's been the one that everyone's going at.
Well, that's the one thing he can't do is jump.
It's staying in. It's staying in.
Is he still alive?
Nah.
No, he's dead. He's dead.
Fine.
Yeah, no, he's fair game. He's fair game.
Yeah, so no issues.
No.
He's not going to prison anyway, so.
No, definitely not. I mean, a lot of them don't have ramps. So, anyway, his thing was he liked to watch midgets trying to solve.
No, I think I need a minute.
I would imagine they don't have ramps. I don't know. But yeah, his thing was he liked to watch midgets solve really hard maths problems on boards that were slightly too high for them. Which, I mean, listen.
It's particular.
Is it really so wrong?
Listen, as far as I'm concerned, he could do whatever he wants. He was dealt a shit hand. If that's...
What, did he have a funny hand as well?
No, it was the legs that was the problem, Charlie.
Yeah.
Listen, if that's his thing, good luck to him. Good luck
Jeremy Beadle was dealt a shit hand.
The Shawshank Redemption. Let it boil, let it simmer. Because all your problems can be solved with what? Say it with me, audience. Trebuchet.
Trebuchet.
It's trebuchet.
I think we should build one. Just out of stuff we find. It can't be that hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll tell you what, you want some fucking YouTube content, you cunts. Fucking household pets who've been naughty in a trebuchet.
Doesn't that sound like a Cobra Lucha kind of wrestler, or Libra Lucha, whatever they're called? Like, hey man, it is the trebuchet. I don't want no trouble, man.
I'm gonna let you fucking burn on your own on that one.
I'll bring the word. John, you've got a cat, so we'll borrow that to fling.
What's your cat's name?
Trebuchet. No, it depends. He's
Trebuchet the cat.
He's got a couple of names. Legally and on like the vet document, his name is Milo, which is like, oh, but really I call him Chairman Meow, which I think is just the funniest thing in the world.
Well,
yeah, that's really good.
I'm all about that name. However, John, you're wrong on both accounts because his name is neither of those things.
Right.
It's ammunition. That's what we're calling him.
Yeah, and just to let everybody know, as well as listening to us on Spotify, you can now watch us on YouTube as well. You can watch our faces.
Yeah, so I've now got to, every time we do this, I've got to do that really annoying YouTuber thing of like, like and subscribe, leave a comment.
But you do need to like and subscribe and leave a comment.
And please like and subscribe, because that really helps us out, because we want to get paid.
Otherwise, trebuchet.
If you don't like and subscribe, we're going to trebuchet you, so...
Right, guys, should we get into some stories this evening?
Absolutely.
I'm fucking down for it.
Let's do it.
Hello and welcome to the Thread of Gentlemen,
a podcast where we take a kamikaze dive into the best
and often worse tales the internet has to offer.
I'm Johnny.
I'm Ben.
I'm Charlie. And without any further ado,
I think we need to get this show started.
Shall I go first?
You should always come first.
So one of the girls in my son's class purposefully shit in next to a tree. This is very kind of classic Third of Gentleman kind of territory. When the other kids found out, they all went over to inspect it.
Of course.
Which is what you do. Sounds about right.
Charlie, I'm going to stop you right there. John, just fucking stop this high road bullshit right now.
No, but is it so say for example, us three went camping and I go to you, hey guys, I've just laid like a massive Mr. Whippy at the bottom of that tree. Would your first reaction be to go and poke it with a stick?
John, you know how in cartoons where the person runs away and there's a little fucking cloud dust in the shape of that person? That's me. The moment you told me that story.
Like maybe if it wasn't yours, but if you just kind of said there's a big shit here, of course we'd be coming over.
Yeah. No.
Do you know
The thing is, you're saying there's a big human shit over there, and you gotta go check out the turd.
Yeah, I need to know.
Yeah, because if you said there's a big shit in the woods, I'd be like, yeah, it's fucking badgers, whatever.
It's a bear.
Was it the Pope?
Whereas if there was a honking great fucking log that's come out of a hairy man, because you can tell a turd if it's a dude's turd.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
There's some fucking hamburger meat in that.
That's a hog log.
I'm going in and I'm checking it out. And you're talking about fucking kids here as well. If one kid's like, shh, boo!
Wait,
like,
no, we're not talking about fucking kids, Ben.
I see what you did there, and fuck you.
Yeah, so they've so someone's shit next to a tree.
Okay.
The kids have seen it. And that's where we got to. Not very far.
Already loving it.
When the other kids found out, they all went over to inspect it and ended up stepping in it and tracking it all over the classroom.
Yeah, of course.
The entire first year left early that day. 15 first years waiting for their parents barefoot with their socks and shoes in a plastic bag. The entire classroom had shit streaks everywhere. It was like a crime scene. And then the teacher resigned that year as well.
Fucking hell. That went badly.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, like, we had nits when I was in school. I think I might have been one of those kids that if I smelt that, I would have immediately projectile vomited.
Really? Were you a vommer? Were you one of the
I
vom
wasn't,
kids?
but I think I have the fucking gag reflex of somebody who's never done porn. And so I get a whiff of something that's that revolting, and I'm like,
Really?
Oh, yeah. That age.
Ben, I'm getting so many ideas for content.
Yeah, this is gold.
Yeah.
You can't edit life. And I said that.
That's going in the book.
Balls. Well, I learned a lesson today. I'm going to fucking heavily neuter myself. Here's my address, people, and a list of my greatest fears.
I read something about Putin the other day. There's an amazing photo of him in a meeting with Angela Merkel, and there's a great big dog in it. And you think, what's the point of that? He found out that she's terrified of dogs, so he just bought the biggest fuck-off dog he could find to this meeting.
My man.
Just to fuck with her.
My man. Oh, fuck it. I mean, look, credit where credit's due.
Yeah, exactly.
That is negotiating power.
That's game. That is.
Game sees game. It's all, yeah, we know it.
This story is called Bad Times by Steve.
Bad Times
Hey.
by Steve.
Steve, he just went in with a name. He's like, fuck it.
Yeah, he did.
Right. Thank you very much for sending this one on, Steve. If
Nice
you
one, Steve.
have stories to send them in to stories@thethethirdofgentleman.com. Like and subscribe on YouTube, Instagram. We're on TikTok now. We went viral on TikTok. We got like 120,000 views on something, which is incredible.
I just came a little bit from Charlie's fucking outburst of glory there.
Yeah, so thank you to all the bots in China that watched that countless times. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Can't wait for you to be our overlords. The bots, not the Chinese. Well, maybe both. Who knows?
Bad Times by Steve. I like it as well because he gave his name and he's told us that it's not good.
Yeah. His name probably isn't Steve, by the way.
I think it is.
Could be.
I think his name is Stephen. Me and my mates all used to live together in a house.
Good start.
It's descriptive. We understand where you're going with it.
Better than living in a tree.
Better than living in a tree.
We know he's not a squirrel.
By process of elimination, John has found his way to the destination. But he says one of my mates, let's call him Greg.
You all right, Greg?
Hi, Greg.
Pretty sure he's going to be called Greg.
Gregory.
Gregory.
So one of my friends, let's call him Greg, was banging his then girlfriend upstairs when I went for a piss. We lay our scene.
In Fair Verona.
I had to walk past his room to get to the shitter, and I can hear them sorting. See, I love our audience because the fucking descriptive words that they use for things, I am learning. I'm learning a lot. Yeah. So, door open from the bottom of the stairs.
Right.
Lovely. So some major porking was happening.
But with airflow.
I find it fun when people are like, I'm in a house full of people. Know what I'll do? Fuck.
I'm gonna fuck where they can all hear me.
Fuck. It's a fleshy treasure hunt.
That's horrible. That's really horrible.
Follow the slippery road. Follow the slippery road. I wonder what hits you first, the visuals or the stank? Other people's sex has a smell.
Yeah,
It does. Yeah.
It's like all farts for other people smell the same, but your farts smell different.
Better. 100% better.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
All other sex smells bad, apart from you weirdos out there who like to get a good whiff. And there are a lot of weirdos listening to this podcast.
What's your OnlyFans name, Ben? I can fit more in.
It's keep them windows closed.
Stank dick.
Pick up that stank, yo.
Oh, it's all sorts of savage.
Yeah. Well, okay. So going up the stairs and having to walk past the room, I get up there and I'm greeted with the sight of his pasty white flat ass pumping away at her on the floor right next to his bed. And I wanted to pee-pop the shit out of that because pump, pump, pump. That's what was happening. I do love that. Just the visual of just pound, 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 pound. It's almost as if he's trying to push it into the carpet. White pasty, just ploughing between those separated thighs. Think about
Doing
it.
some rooting.
Rooted.
I give him some shit about not doing it on the bed, and I get told, "Fuck off." What did you expect, man?
Yeah.
You could observe, but don't comment. Like,
What is the perfect response to that other than fuck off? Like, oh, come in, have a chat.
no, there's only one response, and if it's your bro going fucking to town, it's just, "Come on, buddy." You just get behind them. You fucking get one of those little foam fingers that says number 1 on it.
That's going up the arse, isn't it?
Yeah. you tickle that little pasty butt. You're like, just dab in the sweat. You know what you do during a boxing match? They take him to the side and they're like, "You got her on the ropes. Just fucking finish her off."
You got slices of orange and towels for half time.
Just squirting on both of their foreheads. You're like, "Come on, fucking beat the fucker up." Beat the fucker up was not the woman, it was the pussy, if people didn't get that reference. Because we beat the pussy.
Yes.
That ain't going to stand up in court, Ben. Neither will Stephen Hawking.
You can have that. I'll give you that. Anyway, back to murdering the pussy.
Really good.
Anyhow, piss achieved, and I head back down. 5 minutes later, he's back down. I turn, mouth wide open mid-conversation, just as he pulls back slingshots. He's recently filled a condom across the room. Oh, fucking hell. He's just fucking... Oh, Jesus Christ. Hot.
It's almost like you trebucheted it.
He trebucheted.
There you go.
Hey.
See, I knew it would fucking stick around.
There you go. Callbacks.
It lands straight in my gob.
Unlucky.
Now, I'm going to call back a little reference
Unlucky
to when
Steve.
somebody, sneezed in an open mouth.
That was, you don't need to remind me of that.
Right, I put it out to the audience. Which one's worse? Sneeze in open mouth or fucking man goo?
I mean, the man goo is contained
John,
within the sheath.
John, it's still warm from the cannon.
Yeah, but this was a hobo sneeze. This is not a safe sneeze. This is a bad sneeze.
Also, there's probably quite a lot of semen in that sneeze, I would have thought anyway.
I'll be honest, both of them have snot-like texture. It's just...
Yeah.
I mean, you got a rapidly cooling pool of cum hitting your chin. Like... fuck. The tip tickled the back of my throat, he says.
I mean, don't go. You know, here's Charlie's advice: don't go in. Joe, if you see something like that, you just walk away. Why? What are you going in for?
Charlie.
Ben.
Okay. If I came to your house, right, and fucking did a wee on your pillow, yeah, you don't burn mine down. Okay? There's a justified level of response.
Yeah, well, yeah, fine. All right, it's a bit much. I'll give you that.
Don't Israel my Palestine, okay?
It's a bit much.
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
There was sex happening, and now it turned into a sexual assault. Just saying.
I'm sure Steve probably enjoyed it.
No, I think Steve is the victim here. He had to catch a mouthful of fucking baby gravy, and all he did was voyeur a little bit of pounding.
There's a big old blob of cum in there.
Yeah.
In the mouth. By the way, props for aim.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well done,
good shot.
Greg. Good shot.
Yeah. So I'm starting to root for the athlete.
That's a man who knows about a trebuchet.
So yes, once I'd finished retching, I remember thinking how warm it was. Yeah, told you.
Yeah.
I'm imagining that it's like room temperature eggnog.
No, it's going to be more than room temperature. That's the worst thing. It's going to be 37.5 degree eggnog.
Once I finished retching, I remember thinking how warm it was. This boy has the hottest spunk ever.
That's weird.
This boy has the hottest spunk in town.
Kind of made it weird on himself now.
Yeah, I don't know why you needed
Steve,
to tell
you've
us
lost
that.
me now, mate.
The wording was particularly funky. So yeah, I accidentally deep throated my mate's frothy load. That's a bad time. It's a pretty bad.
That
time.
is a bad time. The title was correct.
Sorry, mate.
That is an awful time. But, dinner sorted.
But Steve, thank you so much for sending that one in to us.
Nice
And
one,
if
Steve.
you have a story, send it to stories@thethreadedgentleman.com. Also like and subscribe and other bits.
Open wide and send it into Steve's mouth.
The inbox, aka Steve's mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, this story is going to do exactly what it says on the tin. This one is called I Shit in Morrisons.
I love the name.
From Ryman, he's put in brackets, not the stationers, just in case we were confused.
What's funny is anybody who works in Morrisons, they've perked up and they've gone, oh shit, must be mine. I'm like, nah.
No. It'll be every Morrisons in the country this has happened to.
For sure.
He begins. He says, I have been banned from a Tesco's, security marched out of an Asda, and even asked to leave a Safeway back in the day. Drink, drugs, partial nudity, respectively. Right.
Okay, this guy likes to party.
Yeah. This guy parties.
Weird places.
Yeah. But nothing comes close to the shame of what happened in Morrisons. So somehow it's going to be worse than that. Okay. I'll be honest. Drugs were involved. Yep, I didn't have any doubt. There was no shadow of doubt.
You were sober.
Yeah. I'll be honest. Drugs were involved and had been for about 36 hours at this point. This guy parties pretty hard.
He's on. Okay.
Multiple organ
Yeah.
failure happening in this story.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm a fucking ghost of myself. I love that because I know exactly how he feels.
When you move into that realm, it's fucking. If you make it home alive, it's down to pure luck.
Yeah.
I imagine he's going to Morrison's to get like a salad bar or something like that. Just like the last bit of hope. It's a dodgy Morrison's salad. Just be like, yes, something.
Croutons in olive oil will save my predicament.
He's there on the Titanic with his spanner, isn't he? Right, anyway, I'm a fucking ghost of myself, and my fried but charged brain is dragging the rest of my meat behind it as I set a new land speed record skitting my way down to Morrison's.
Okay.
The thing is, we've all seen these dudes. We've all seen them.
What part of Bolton is this?
Oh, do you know what? It's been a while. Sorry, Bolton.
Sorry, Bolton.
Yeah. I'm not sorry.
Anyway, he says, no idea what I was going there for, but the party had ended and they had the lights on. So he's like a moth. Fire. He says, I was in a bad way, and as I perused the wine for a liquid lunch, reading the bottles, but we all know I was going straight for the highest alcohol volume for the price, so we'd end up at the spirits. Yep. My addled neurons started firing and recounting the last few days of sofa hopping, sleeping in mates' hallways, bongs, bumps, lines, and suddenly it dawned on me that I hadn't shit in days.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, hard drugs will do that to you, man.
2 words, job centre.
What, to do with shit in the job centre?
Yeah, I mean that, or like, you get one of two things in the job centre. You're walking out with a job or some toilet paper.
All right, so he suddenly remembered he hasn't had a shit in days. Almost immediately, as if by thinking it reawakened that part of my brain. It happened. It was coming, and it was now. There were no screams. There was no time. There was only poo.
What is this? The fucking plot of Alien?
In Morrisons, no one could hear you scream.
They can hear you slip in aisle 4.
Not sure if it was the drugs or if I'm just a prick. But I knew I had to walk back, and I didn't want to shit in my pants. And I knew that the public toilets would be a bridge too far. The stage was set right where I was, surrounded by booze, under the grapey gaze of Merlots and Chiantis. I love the way this is written. The grapey gaze. I dropped trowel, squatted, and shit right there. I take back everything I said about the way this guy was writing.
It's intent to poo that gets me with these people.
Yeah.
That you're just like, you fucking, I don't want to be at a point in my life where I'm desperate for a shit and I've got no other choice. What I will not do is go down kneeling. I will fucking die on my feet. Okay?
You'll just take it. You'll just take it in your pants.
I'm shitting in my pants and seeing how far I can get with it. I wear skinny jeans, man. That will hold that in. That will hold that in. But I'm not squatting for no man.
No, it won't. No, it's going to seep through everything. This bit's going to kind of squeeze through like the top, the bottoms, the legs. It's going to be
Charlie,
down.
I'm buying time, man. I'm fucking Tom Cruising this. But if you pull trowel down and you fucking squat down like a bitch and you fucking just honk a shit out in public, for shame.
Yeah, but it kind of sounds like this guy's pretty past shame. I feel like he left shame like a few days ago. Like this is just animal.
I get it. He's got more cocaine than fucking hair at this point in his system. But like, I mean, just like, what were you doing, man?
I think at this point he's post-human. He's become something else. You know.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, he dropped trowel, squatted, and shit right there. We're not talking liquid either. This was a solid dump. Not a personal best, but not a bad effort either, considering the previous few days. It was done, and so was I. I pulled them up.
What, I'm going to stop you right there, because I've just thought of the fucking techers that you do with this. For all the people out there that have seen this, they know what I'm talking about. I need you to, first of all, picture the theme tune to this act. It is the theme tune of Mission Impossible, but being played on the recorder by somebody who's just learned how to play the recorder. Okay?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm there.
CCTV image of a 9-10-year-old boy who obviously has reached critical brown, right?
Yeah. I've seen this video. I'm sure I have.
He's wearing shorts.
Yeah.
Puts his hands in his pockets. He gives himself a little bit of space, and he drops one standing up. And he exits the scene. That's how you do it, man. That's how you drop a shit in a supermarket. You just fucking Tom Cruise it. Covert pooing.
Have you seen the one of that woman as well who I think she puts her hands down the back of her trousers. I'm not sure if she's already shit or if she just shits in her hand. And then she just drops it on the floor and walks off.
Yeah, that's
Smooth Criminal.
There was a really good one I saw. There was like a Mexican guy who basically...
Easy, Charlie.
Danger zone. He was down like the beer aisle, and like he found a little corner where kind of like two stacks of beer kind of met. And you could see him basically just kind of drop trow just enough, still standing, and just basically just like projectile sharted all over. Like, and it was just kind of like, he just owned it. It was just like, yep, this is me. Launched. And then just whipped his pants back up and just walked straight off, like it was nothing.
Have you guys seen the police body cam one where they're trying to arrest a naked dude? I think it was in Brazil. And as they so he's got his hands behind his back, he's ready to be arrested. And as the copper goes close to him, he just projectile shit all over him. That
guy has watched the Discovery Channel and gone, if it's good enough to save a possum from certain death, it works for me. Just why not?
He says, it was done, and so was I. I pulled them up and quickly walked out, eyes down. People knew. They stopped at the end of the aisles, shocked bystanders who had become unwitting poop voyeurs. Guess what? Made it out scot-free in about 30 seconds. No security or anything. I shop at Aldi now.
Now, here's the only solution for not losing your job. And the only predication is that you catch the guy in the act. You get that little, like the long brush, dustpan brush, where it's got the long handle, so you don't have to bend over because, bitch. Like, you scoop the poop up, right? You lead the guy into a full sense of security. Charlie knows where I'm going with this. Trebuchet back at that guy. You have the weapon in your hand.
It becomes a fulcrum. Use physics to your advantage.
Yeah.
Trebuchet.
Because here's the thing. If you're cleaning up the shit, if you've been asked to clean up the shit, you're losing your job because you're quitting. You're losing your job because you trebuchet shit this guy, right? If you miss, it's fine. You're losing your job. But the fact is that scenario is never playing out again. If somebody takes a shit in front of you, you get that fucking dustpan and brush and you hurl that brown right at them at 70 miles an hour. I don't know what the velocity is of flying shit, but the fact is you fucking honk that thing. And I want you to, I need that to pick up so much speed that if it hit their eye, they're going blind. Okay.
Can I be the first person to say trebuchet?
Yes, you can, man, because you're behind this. I know our audience are behind me on this. That opportunity will never, ever rear its head again. You pick up the shit, you fling the shit at the shit delivery.
I just want to say at this point to anyone to anyone listening confused why the fuck we're talking about trebuchets, go back and listen to the Christmas episode. Yeah. Where again Ben just started talking about trebuchets. There's no other context really.
You know what though? You know what? You don't have to do it because I'm bringing up trebuchet every episode moving forward. Okay?
I believe you.
You fucking better because there is always, and I mean always, children, old, men, women. There is always a scenario where a trebuchet is appropriate.
This is like disgusting buffet horror stories that will make you sick.
Ooh, yeah.
This is Ranker, which might be our new favourite restaurant. So I'm just going to go through. So please enjoy. All right, check this out. So yeah, this was seen at a buffet. She took her fried chicken into the bathroom with her.
Nice.
Saw someone walk into the woman's bathroom stall with a giant plate of fried chicken and mashed potatoes. Saves you a trip to the toilet, I guess.
A place I used to work. I went into the toilet one day and there was a half-empty packet of biltong on the toilet window. Who is sitting on the toilet eating chewy meat?
Remember, people, biltong is the thing that put you there in the first place.
Don't eat it in the toilet. What are you doing to eat it in the toilet? That's just such a weird thing to do. Like, I can't drink tap water from the bathroom because that's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one. As a former Sizzler employee, I've never heard of Sizzler, but it sounds amazing. The grossest thing that happened would probably be an old man that threw up over the salad bar. He tried to turn his head at the last moment to avoid the food, still managed to get it everywhere. He actually threw up so hard that his false teeth came out and smashed on the ground.
By the way, fucking legend, because he saw all of the deep fried shit and he was like, I gotta do something for the people. He just aimed for the salad.
Yeah, fuck the vegans.
Yeah. Rabbit food, do it like what the seagulls do. Just
they just see it as like kimchi, don't they?
Oh, that's probably what came out of him. I was at a Toby Carvery once, and and you know where they had like all of like the gravies. They had like a couple of different types of gravy there. There was a guy, a really old guy, and as he was leaning forward to choose his gravy, I don't know whether he purposefully did it, but he put his face under the sneeze guard and then just sneezed in all of the gravy. I was like, that is literally there to stop you doing that.
Where was this?
That was in Harlow.
That man is a cunt.
Yeah.
There's like you took gravy, brown gold, and you fucking hard prison time.
I mean, I really struggled to eat that gravy afterwards, but I did persevere.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
Yeah. Golden Coral employee here. Once this lady started shitting in her pants on the way to the bathroom, the shit kept falling through her shorts on the floor.
Oh, fucking hell.
In front of the bars and everything and everyone.
After going to the bathroom, she proceeded to go back to her table and keep on eating. True story.
Hard prison time.
This one's really bad. I find it gross anyway. It is pretty good, maybe vom. Watched a lady get a to-go box and filled it up to the top. Bottom of under the styrofoam was about to collapse when she dropped an egg roll on the ground. She then proceeded to pick it up with her toes and place it into her box.
Oh, good Lord above.
Yeah.
Oh,
Guillotine, all the way.
Sweet hickory fuck. That is horrible.
That's really bad, isn't it? This one's really good. It's shortly titled, "He ate so much he had a fart attack."
Okay.
Once witnessed a man eat 4 plates of food piled high. I'm talking southern food, so it was all fried food. Claiming he was having a heart attack and clutch his chest, and then let the biggest, most foul-smelling fart I've ever experienced.
My man.
After he laughed about it, he continued to go back and eat 2 more plates of entrees and a plate of desserts.
Good man.
Oh my god. Oh my.
He learned no life lesson.
Just imagine the state of his pants.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Gonna look like
Beige
Copernicus's fucking
for
drawing
days.
board in it.
Oh, my God.
Like a butcher's bin. Oh.
I mean, this is where I'm at now. I once saw a dude at a Chinese buffet. He smeared ranch dressing from his wrist to his elbow. Then, as he ate, he brushed the food on the dressing before putting it into his mouth.
So he became a plate. He became a side dish, is what he's saying.
He became his own dip.
What's ranch doing at a Chinese restaurant?
Yeah, I mean, I have questions, but I don't want to know the answers.
You know what? That is the kind of guy who brought his own ranch to the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
That's American.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Well, no, this is American. A golden... Is it Golden Corral or Golden Coral? I feel like Corral...
Corral.
Oh, no, it's Corral. Yeah.
Yeah,
but I
Corral.
was also going
It
to
is
say it
Golden
doesn't fucking matter because I'm sure the story is
Yeah,
going
well,
to
exactly.
overshadow that.
At a Golden Corral once, I saw a family come in. Mum, dad, 1 kid and a baby. The mum got a high chair on wheels for the kid and then left the kid in a car seat at the table. She pushed the high chair to the buffet and proceeded to stack plates on it like her own personal table on wheels. She never put the kid in the high chair.
See, there's a lady who came with a plan.
Yeah, she knows. She knows what she's about.
You do what you can for those buffalo wings, man. By the way, I want to put it out to our audience as well because this has got me fucking starving, this conversation. If our audience know of places that do great buffalo wings is the national dish of this podcast. So we need your input. I don't want my wings gourmet. I want them questionable.
You want skeptical chicken?
Why does this buffalo wing have a hoof?
I think it's really nice that whenever I order wings, they give me, this is literally everywhere I've ever been, they give me a little pot of flowers. I'm like, oh, that's really cute, man. That was good, like, with my meal. And I'm like, why do they do that? And they're like, oh, I'm like, what's this flower called? And they're like, celery. And I'm like, it's so nice. It's like some decoration. Beautiful.
And if you want to join us to eat chicken
Yeah,
wings, find out
boy.
where we are by sending a story into stories@thethirdgentleman.com. Like and subscribe.
Oh, wicked. Well, guys, I think we're going to wrap this up. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back next week.
Muchos gracias, dickheads.
Oh, the bears.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Let's go.